as how hard it was on the team?
Not quite that hard. I mean, I think every college football player has, that one experience in their life where, they weren't supposed to lose to a team that they did. But we just got to bounce back. I give credit to Northwestern. They played hard. They came in here with their backs against the wall in a hostile atmosphere and beat us. So congrats to them. And it was a tough game, and we just got to bounce back with Auburn this week.
How has the team, do you feel, bounced back from it?
I think we're doing all right. It was tough on a lot of guys. We had to pick some guys up from Saturday, but I think coming in this week and game planning for Auburn and getting ready for them, and getting the opportunity to go play an SEC school at their place, number 5 team in the nation. They got hyped up, and we forgot about the loss. So
you talked about the hostile atmosphere Saturday. What did you think of the crowd?
I loved it. It was not as big as some of the atmospheres I played in the Big Ten, but it was fun. Playing in front of a home crowd for the first time this year. It was everything I expected, and I loved it.
With you being one of the leaders of the team, I guess what has been your message through some of these early practices, trying to bounce back from Saturday this weekend?
From the positive side, it wasn't a conference game, and that was the most important thing that I try to tell the guys. In the long run, it really doesn't mean that much. Yes, we would like to have the win, of course. No one wants to lose, but in the long run, through conference, trying to get a conference championship, it really didn't mean that much, and that was one of the messages I tried to get around to the guys this week.
What's one of the biggest things that stands out when you're trying to scout Auburn's offense?
They have playmakers, on offense and defense. Nick Marshall, he's a versatile quarterback. He played defensive back early in his career, so he's fast, he's athletic. The running back's fast and athletic. Their O-line is physical. They're a complete team. We're gonna have to game plan and bring our best.
They seem to, through 3 games at least, be more willing to throw it, and that's because they have some more weapons on the outside. Marshall's developed a year. I guess how much more dangerous does that make their offense with that added element, knowing you can't just try to stop the run, because right when you try to do that, they're throwing 80-yard bombs over your head?
It makes it a challenge, and we're going to be prepared for it. I have complete faith in our back end. Our DBs can cover the best wide receivers in the nation. I feel completely confident in that, and we're going to do our job up front, getting pressure on Nick Marshall and making him to force some bad throws, and we're going to have to stop the run, establish that first of all, and then make them throw. So
is there kind of like a fine line between trying to attack them while also playing sound football at the same time, so you're not just trying to go after them and I guess leave assignments and some lanes for them to make plays?
Yeah, it's going to test our discipline for sure. It's going to be a disciplined football game, and everybody's got an assignment. Everybody's got a role, and if you get out of your gap or don't have your eyes on your man, it could be detrimental to the outcome of the game. Their offense is explosive, and if you give them an inch, they're going to take 80 yards. So we're going to have to be disciplined and eye control and have everybody on the same page.
I'm not sure how much the team has watched, defense has watched the Kansas State tape from last Thursday, but I think Auburn only ran at like a 2-something clip. Is there anything that you can take away that you saw on film that you might be able to apply this weekend?
Kansas State, they played the run perfect almost, and they didn't load the box as much, and they let their guys, they game plan them pretty well, and that's what we need to do. We're going to try to take some things that Kansas State did and apply it to Saturday's game, and if we can do that, I think we have a chance to win.
Deldrick Canty's kind of been thrust into the action with Dora's injury. How do you think he's played thus far?
I think he's done awesome. Being a freshman, from my own experience, being a freshman coming in and jumping in from an injury, it's tough. You're straight out of high school. You never played in a college game, and you go out there and you perform. It's one of the best feelings in the world, and you just got to keep going. He's got to keep working. He's a young guy, and he's gonna have a bright career ahead of him.
What's it seem like his strengths are, and what has he done well?
He's a disciplined football player, and he does all the little things right, and that's what I look for in our young guys, and that's what we try to establish in them. They first time away from home, being away from their mom and dad, they try to get the big eyes and kind of do their own thing. But if we can, keep them down, keep them home, and just make sure they do the right things. And that's what he does. You know, he does all little things right.